All right, let's talk about fear. Ever read a story or watch a movie that just gets under your skin? What makes it really work? It's not always about the jump scares, right? It's more like a machine, a perfectly built engine designed to scare you. So today, we're gonna pop the hood on a perfect little horror story and see exactly how all those gears turn.
Sit and stay a while. I mean, it sounds almost polite, doesn't it? But in this story we're about to pull apart, this simple phrase, it's the key to an absolute masterclass in building terror. It's an invitation you really don't want to accept, and we're going to figure out exactly why.
Okay, part one, crafting the perfect atmosphere. You know, every great horror story starts way before the monster ever shows its face. The first, most crucial step is setting the mood. It's all about building that sense of dread and isolation with nothing but the world around our character.
So where does our story begin? Hollow Creek Park. And what's so smart about this is that a park is, well, it's a familiar place, right? It's supposed to feel safe. You think picnics, playgrounds, sunshine. By starting us off here, the story gets us comfortable in a reality we all recognize, and that makes what comes next so much more effective.
And just like that, all that safety gets ripped away. The time? Almost midnight. That single detail completely changes the game. The familiar park is now dark, it's empty, it's isolated. Suddenly, our protagonist, Arya, is all alone, and that shortcut she's taken 100 times before, it doesn't feel so familiar anymore.
And then, of course, the fog rolls in. Now, this is a classic horror tool for a very good reason. Fog completely messes with our senses. It obscures our vision, it muffles every sound, it basically traps you in this tiny, uncertain bubble where literally anything could be lurking just a few feet away. You can't see what's coming, you can't see what's behind you, you're completely boxed in.
So you see how all these pieces are working together, right? You've got a familiar place that's suddenly been made strange. You've got the isolation and vulnerability that comes with the late hour. You hear these little sensory details like a creaking swing set just to dial up the anxiety. And then you've got the fog hiding whatever's out there. The foundation has been perfectly laid. We are already on edge, and the real threat hasn't even shown up yet.
All right, part two, the anomaly. Now that our nerves are good and frayed, the story introduces the next critical piece of the puzzle. This is the anomaly. It's that one thing that just doesn't belong. It's an object that triggers a deep, psychological alarm bell way in the back of our brains. And that feeling? It actually has a name. The uncanny. It's that super creepy sensation you get when you see a mannequin that looks a little too real, you know? Or when a doll's eyes seem to follow you across the room. Our story here uses this concept to perfection with a very simple, very ordinary object, a park bench.
And this just illustrates the point